Hey, hey everybody, good morning. Hey Victoria, I hope everybody has been having a great week. We are at the end. It is Friday, thank God. So, my week was long, but we're not going to get started because we could be here way past the end of the show. But I just want to say thank you to all the entrepreneurs that have been reaching out to us, and we hope more of you will contact us too.
Yes, please continue to share your businesses with us and let us know how we can assist you, how we can be of support. And even if you're not exactly defining yourself as an entrepreneur, if there's something in your career that you have going on and there's a way we can assist you or, share your information with others, please send that information to us.
Yes, because we want all of you guys, everybody, we want to help you guys grow, right? That's our point for this quarter. So it's our point in life for our business, but we're really pushing it right this quarter. Our office will also be doing some fun stuff. Um, and we need to just know how we can support you. And then we'll let you know how you could support us. And it's like a win win for everyone. We want you guys to share. Share the show, share that we're looking for entrepreneurs and business people alike. If you have benefits, if you have pop up shops, if you have a website that's just starting, if you have a business launch, believe me, Victoria and I have been there. We understand. So just contact us or go down below, share your information, your website, all of that, and then people will also be able to see your information.
Yes. And this is the month that we typically start planning for um, the next year, right? We start our business planning. So we want that information so that we can see if there's any connections there, if there's anything while we're planning our next year. Is there anything that we see that we can like support? Like maybe this is someone where we would purchase gifts from or a service that we would like to offer our clients. So just things like that where we can get creative. So keep that in mind and please share with us so that as we're planning, we can keep you in mind. And I can say that we were able to support someone right away over the weekend. Yes, we were able to support Latrice Mosley Smith at her domestic violence 5K walk. And it was an amazing experience. So it was great to be there. We were able to shop with small businesses and make a lot of great connections already.
Yes, guys. So we were able to have an exit table at the crack of dawn. And we were out there early, rain, shine, gloom. We were there. And I wasn't there very long. Victoria stayed longer than me, but I met some great people and made some new connections just in the time we were there. There was we'll give them a shout out. We got to contact them, some women of wealth or wealth women, I believe. And they were super cool. All these women businesses under some umbrella and they're a group. That was amazing. So they were right next to us. So you know what? When we come out to these things, you guys will grow. We grew from the little time I was there early in the morning, and we were able to donate to her great cause. Um, her cause is to give scholarships to those that have experienced domestic violence, possibly they're still involved in domestic violence, or children that have witnessed, which that is what the facilitator, Latrice, has herself. She's a survivor of being a child that witnessed abuse in her home, and she has started this great event that has been going, I believe, 6 years.
Yes, it was really an honor to be there. She created a safe space for people to really be vulnerable and share their stories. Both accomplishments and ongoing struggles with domestic violence, just to really just spread that awareness and see how many people, you never know what the next person's going through. So we all need to be a little more gentle with each other and supportive of each other. But it was just really nice to see everyone come together for this cause. Everyone's been affected in so many different ways. Like Lana said, sometimes it's just being a witness, but that can still have an effect on you long term. So it was great that she created this event, and I see it's only continuing to grow and get bigger. So we wish her all the luck, and we will continue to support her.
Yes. And we want to support you guys. So start putting stuff down below. Let us see what's going on. What businesses are out here? Believe me, I need something to do. As I tell Victoria every night, I'm about to start another business. You guys don't want me. I'm about to have one coming up. Y'all are going to want it. You guys are going to wear it and you're going to want it. And just watch, okay? But Victoria's not ready yet to get on this juncture, but she will. And we're going to have 9 businesses by then. But one is going to make us some money. Just people aren't ready. So anyway, but we have to say that all of this happens with support. And we like to align with people who we believe give great support and are doing great things in the community and help our clients. That's really the biggest thing, right? And so James is all of that and more and a bag of chips. Okay. So I he is great. His team is great. We work seamlessly together. Um, and they actually support the community. I'm going to say, you guys don't always have all of the positive experiences, I guess, with Chase. I don't know. I've had Chase since I was like 5 years old. Everybody has Chase. It wasn't Chase then. First of Chicago, something, something. There was another one, right? There was another one. I can't remember. If somebody knows the other one, put it below. But there was another one too. Um, I'm dating myself with that. But anyway, okay. So he provides great assistance to our clients, but Chase as a whole provides awesome community support when you're buying a home. They give away money. It's a grant program. Like we're going to have that on in the future, but you got to stay tuned and come watch us. But he'll be on soon talking about what they're doing.
Yes, he will be on soon to answer your questions. But today we are doing a general Q&A session. We get questions all the time. So we decided that even though we may have already contacted you to answer your question individually, we want to answer them for our general audience. But we do have time to take some more questions. So start putting those questions in the comments. If you don't want your information to be shared, or we understand if you kind of want to be anonymous, you can still inbox us. We have someone checking. And we'll try to get to as many as we can today. So before
Big
that,
time, y'all. We got people checking for y'all. So get like mad cat. Get like the mad cat and start getting on there and letting us know what you want to know.
that's exactly what I was picturing, that cat. So we'll give you time to get in our inbox with those questions. So before that, we are going to get into our listing.
Yep, we got 5 properties, y'all,
Yeah.
coming in just a couple weeks. One is hot on the presses out there right now, a really great rental. You'll see some of the pictures in a little bit. Um, we're expecting a couple more homes possibly, but right now we're really condo heavy.
Yes.
Um, we got some. We have access to those though. We're full service. We got you. So we have those, but we're not the listing agent. We're talking about ones that we're listing right now. So we're super condo heavy, but they are all types of different properties and all different prices. So that's super exciting.
Yeah, so we usually focus on just one area for our listing pick of the week, but this week we're giving you a variety. So we're all over the place. The video we're going to be showing you is going to be of units that we'll be listing soon, located in Douglas, Bronzeville, and South Shore. Some are rentals, and they would be, there's some that are for sale. They're going to be owner-occupied units. They're going to be affordable, but they will require either cash or conventional loans. But if you see anything that you like, just let us know. We can give you more details about the particular property and see if it works for your needs.
Yeah, and I want to say our supporter, James, he's done some of these price points for us before, and he's similar homes. We have to just make sure that the condo association will allow the financing that you're approved for. But it's not like the grant money probably cannot help you. It can help you. And I think all 3 of these locations you can probably take advantage. And what I've heard that I think it's up to about $5,000 that you can have the opportunity to get. But don't quote me on that because we have to hear from him when he comes on the show. But I think it's a great opportunity to get in at these prices and then make it be what you want it to be over time.
Yes, and I know we love Chase. I know you want to talk about them, but let's show the people the video so they can see what we're talking
Okay, okay, okay.
about.
Um, I know people don't want to hear me, but Chase gives back money to the community. I just want to let y'all know if you didn't hear me before. And now I'm going to shut up and let y'all see this great video. This is like one of our rentals, but this is another condo that you can have owner occupied. This is a fun, warm, and fuzzy in one of our rentals. Um, it's just showing that they have great countertops. This is you can see downtown, not downtown, you can see towards 35th. This is, that's the lake view. And before that was one of the living rooms. And this is another open living dining space in one of our condos. And this is another little warm. It has the subway tile in the kitchen. So, oh, and that is also living dining combo with the kitchen. The kitchen is behind, and that's a picture of the kitchen. So this one you guys can see this weekend. Victoria will let us know soon when that will be, and we'll put it on our pages so you guys can come out. It has actually been um, released. Hi, Robert. I'm sorry. Hi, how are you? Thanks for watching. Um,
Oh,
so
great. Okay, we'll contact you.
yes. Um, so that is pretty much a quick view of the videos. If you guys want that sent to you or you want to see them again, I'm sure we can find a way to do that. I don't know, but someone technical can do that. But basically, the overview of those is they're owner occupied. They aren't really made for investors. But if investors want to buy quick and flip it to sell again, which we can help you with, that's an option, but we would need to make sure that the numbers would work.
Yes. So of course, if any of those pictures stood out to you or any of the information that we shared is interesting to you, contact us so that we can get you the complete information for the listing. And like Lana said, just talk to you about how that could possibly work for you. I will be sharing the open house for the rental information today. So stay tuned to my page. If you already know that you're interested in a rental, just you can inbox me so that I can make sure to send you the information directly so that you don't miss it. But that will be up to date. Just ironing out some details.
Yes, and you can probably look for a picture of me and Victoria with the information below, or we might put we'll probably put that with the front of the building or something, so you guys will know that's the post about the open house, but it will also have the words open house. Okay, so we will be letting you know very soon. And if you have an agent, that's fine. You can still come. It's open house. If you don't have an agent, come by. We got people to help you. Um, and have you guys been working? I hope you all are visiting the page and writing all your questions out because we want to answer. And we're going to answer the ones that you post probably first, but we'll also, like Victoria said, we've had some that people have already been asking us in the queue, I think people say.
Yes. So let's start with some that we've already got. I will I will start with one I received. I had a person mention that she thought it took a year to buy. So meaning once she was interested in a home and it was under contract, she thought that process in itself took a year just to do the paperwork and purchase that particular home.
Wait a minute. We wouldn't even have any money here. We'd be broke. If everybody was a year, I think we'd be broke. But it's a very good question. I'm not saying it's a bad question.
Yes. So, but if you've never experienced the process or you know anyone who's been through the process and you do understand at least that it is complicated and it can be time consuming sometimes, but it definitely does not take a whole year, thankfully, for all of us involved.
Yeah, it shouldn't take a year. Have we had people shopping for a home for a year? Absolutely. Have we looked at a million and one properties and taken too long? Absolutely. But the process, once we find the home, should be 30 to 45 days. We have had some at 60, depending on the type of loan, but you should be thinking of in your head, I'm going to be moving in about 30 to 45 days. Um, and, some things happen. Some things, there's life changes, blah, blah, blah. So your shopping time may be longer. But the time when you actually start the loan after you have an executed contract should be at 30 to 45 days.
Yes, and I think that's where the confusion may come from. That people maybe talk about their experience and say that they've been buying a home for a year and using that shopping time or just the time they were thinking about buying a home or preparing themselves in that time frame. And we usually mention this in the beginning of the show, but I want to throw it in now that me and Lana are both licensed realtors in Illinois. So the information that we
Oh,
give you is going to be based on our experience in our market. So if you are watching us from another city or state, then you definitely want to, understand that it may be different market to market. Not necessarily just this question, but just things that we're answering in general.
I did think I jumped, didn't I? I jumped, is so excited to see everybody. If you don't know me, I'm Lana, Real Diva. And we work at Exit Strategy Realty. And yes, we are licensed. So we did say that we got our plug in here and we followed all the rules. Okay. So, yeah, also, I think that we've received one about earnest money. Um, and I believe that they're asking if the seller, um, just gets to keep their money. Like, if you turn that in, I think what they're saying is, does it just become like a bonus to the seller because they have to pay their earnest money? I think that's what they're asking.
Yeah.
So, you are right that the seller does get the money, but through a earnest money escrow, and it's used towards your closing costs. So no, they don't just get it and pocket it and kick it. No, they can't do that. You have to actually be using it towards the purchase, and are also the office that you send it to doesn't just keep it.
Yes. So your earnest money is going to be held, like you said, in an escrow account, and it's going to go to your bottom line figures. So it is going to go towards your cost. I know there's always, a lot of hesitation about that because it's difficult to understand, and it's at the very beginning of you signing that contract, right? So we're like, right away, send us the earnest money or send it to this person. So we do want to say, you want to make sure you have the wire money, the instructions. Make sure you have clear instructions on how to send the earnest money, and just know that it is not just going to someone's pockets. It is going to be held in an escrow account on your behalf, and then at closing, when they do all the figures, you will see how it's then added to your bottom line. What else did I want to say? And it is something like you want to keep in mind that before attorney review is complete, um, you can get your earnest money returned, right? If the contract falls apart on either side, whether it's the buyer or the seller, regardless of the reason, before the attorney review is complete, your attorney can get the earnest money back. After
Yes,
attorney review, it depends.
that's a situation.
Yeah, so that will be case by case, and you will have to speak to your attorney. So we did discuss attorney review on the last show when we had the attorney Luke Keller on here. That's why we talk about how important it is just to be upfront with your attorney, keep them involved, let them know exactly what's going on so that they can make sure they're working in your interest.
Yeah, and guys, just to add on to this earnest money thing, people have been getting a little stressed out when we're asking for it the day they get under contract. But you all need to actually read these contracts that we send to you. We say it to you. We send you information on the highlights of the stage of the process when you get with us and you start buying and you need education, and we understand that you have a lot of questions. But all the contracts standardly, it's 2 to 3 days after they have a signed contract that we must get that earnest money in. Actually, they can sell the home to somebody else in that waiting time that you don't have earnest money in. And if you go past the 2 or 3 days that we have put on that contract, technically it's null and void. But we have been able to do some things if there's some extenuating circumstance,
Mhm.
right? But I can't go too much farther than that because I'm getting legal and I did not get my I did not get my law degree. So I can't delve too much farther into that. But um, as you know, agents, I know you guys think we're like superhuman and we do it all, but there are things that we have to defer on. So we cannot be inspectors or act like one. And we cannot be a lender or act like one. And we cannot be a lawyer or act like one.
I know Lana likes to play these roles on TV from time to time, but we do have to stay in our lanes when it comes to these things. And we all agree that it works best for everyone when we do. So even if you do contact us about these issues, we will at least just direct you to the correct person to speak with to get the correct answer.
Yes, that's so true. I do love being an agent though, and I follow the rules. And I want to keep my license. So we're gonna move on to if we have any other questions out there, please start writing, writing, writing. We need the Mad Cat questions. And I think we have some coming in.
Let's see. Okay, so we did get a question asking us if it makes sense to try to sell their home themselves first and instead of hiring an agent. So, okay, I guess they're trying to say they would try, if they have a home that they want to sell, should they try selling it themselves? And then if that doesn't work, then hire an agent.
Hmm. This is my face for that. And all I can really say is my favorite word, yikes. That's kind of a loaded question. But that's what we're what we call in the business. That's for sale by owner. We also say the word FISBO. That's a bad way, but FISBO. And it's not. I'm going to defer to Victoria because I think she's had one that can give you all like real life example of why we don't think for sale by owner is such a good thing.
Yes. So I have a situation now where that's kind of the situation. But it's been very stressful for both sides and very messy for both sides because those everything they're talking about is just kind of up in the air and thoughts that they're sharing with each other. And you have to understand
Messy.
the buyer's going to work in their best interest and the seller is going to work in their best interest. So when you're just sharing this ideas and oversharing with each other, you're at a disadvantage, right? Because you're giving them all this information where both sides, I know the way me and Lana like to work, we like to be friendly with the other side, right? We think everyone should cooperate and make the deal happen. But at the same time, we're going to be there for our client and advocate for our client and negotiate for our client. When you take the agents out of this, then it just becomes a mess because there's no one there to kind of filter that. There's no one there to filter the emotions out of it. There's no one there to make sure everything gets writing, to make sure that what you're doing is actually legal and actually going to close because there are guidelines that you have to follow. And
what you might have said yesterday will change. The
yeah,
price today is $1 million, and then tomorrow, when you're like, oh, I decided I want to only buy it for 500,000.
right. And if you didn't get all those details in writing and you have these expectations going into the closing and they were never in writing and you don't get them, then who was there to blame? So it just becomes too much, even when there are agents involved and then the clients take it upon themselves to try to build like a relationship and talk outside of the deal. You want to wait till after it closes because we've seen closings not happen because of that, right? We've seen deals fall apart
at the table.
Yes, because the two sides were being friends with each other. And they did have, good intentions. They were actually had things in common and were being friends, but that caused things to fall apart because there's just like I said, the overshare of information and the expectations that you normally wouldn't have. So I do think it's good to have your own representation on both sides and go through the professionals for your needs.
Please do. is a reason why we took class for this, and there's a reason why we've had experience in this business. And let me tell you, a lot of these deals don't play out the same every time, and we're learning. And if we can't understand it and we're agents, clearly too difficult for you all to take that on with yourself, and you're selling or buying the biggest purchase of your entire life. Would you ask me to be your surgeon? If you want me to do your surgery, I will definitely take the money. You will not look the same. But if you want to buy your house and botch it up and then come back and tell us about it, don't do it because we were here for you. We can help you before. Anyway, I just want to say thank you guys to everyone who put your questions. That was super fun, and we might do that again. And we had awesome questions, and they might still be coming in, and we're not stopping you. So if you want to inbox us or put them below, we'll continue to answer questions. We can come out to your job. We could come out to church. We could come out to your house
Mhm.
for a party. We are fun. Okay. And we could come anywhere you want and help people understand and educate. We're not forcing you to buy, but just be educated so when you're ready, you have somebody to help you. Um, Unfortunately, we don't want to miss the tea. So we got to stop talking about questions because, of course, y'all are here for the tea. Okay. So, look, I need a little sip of tea because I feel like I've been talking for eight hours.
Yes.
Um, so, the tea this week is about our beloved Bears, baby. I was going to have some Bears memorabilia because I got like 200 items of Bears things, but
I do too. I'm like, I mean, I'm always gonna root for the home team. So I was folding clothes. Like, when did I become such a Bears fan over the years? Like, I have so many items.
I have socks. Y'all don't even see my socks. Okay, I have socks. I have like a Bears hat that's like bear, full bear, and it's like furry, and it has like long things. Never wore it, never probably going to, but it's here in case anybody wants to wear that. Okay, so I love them. I grew up on them. They are so fun. I just like what happens around the game, win or win or not. I like what happens around football. So our tea is about the Bears. We love them. Anybody that's on your way right now at the airport, flying into Vegas, super jealous, big time jelly. I hope we win and I hope y'all have a bad time. No, I'm just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. We over here working, okay? So anyway, I hope y'all have a great time and be safe. But I digress. Anywho, the team is this is about the Bears and the Arlington Race Course, which we talked about earlier this season. If y'all were watching, you knew.
Yes, we were talking about at that time, just Arlington Racecourse was announcing that they were closing and that they were putting the land up for sale. And we were very upset and emotional about it because we both have had a great time there. So we're like, oh, that's such a staple. We're going to lose it. But now I think there were some rumors circulating about the Bears at that time, that the Bears were looking into the space.
Yeah, in the streets it says that they have put in an offer or they've made um, a purchase agreement. I
Mm-hmm.
think so. Um, but I'm not ready to see them move out of the city, and I'm a little angry. So I might be one of those people that's like the Save a Tree people that have been mad about the Obama Library. Don't get me started.
Oh my
I
God.
might be like, don't let the Bears Stadium go, and I'm going to stand there chained to it. They might see me on the news with a helicopter. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why is it going to be there? Hey, Keisha. So why is it going to be there? Like, why is it going to be in Arlington? That's not Chicago Bears. I know everybody likes to pretend in Arlington that they live in Chicago, but you don't. You don't. I live in Chicago. Victoria lives in Chicago. Okay, so I'm not ready for them to be there, but this looks like it's not going to happen overnight. I might be dead by the time it happens.
Yeah, so it is still, if it does happen, it will still be a long process. There's so much that's still up in the air. So we were reading that if the Bears were to leave, like right now, so let's say the stadium was already ready for them and built in Arlington, and they were just leaving the city right now, that it would cost them about 87 million to get out of the current contract because they are in a long-term contract with the Chicago Park District. And even if the contract did go, if it was complete with Arlington right now, it would take a few years before they would even be able to start building. This is all what the speculation is. So it's not something where we're going to see this happen next season, if it happens at all.
Whew, thank God I don't have to worry about that. So, guys, we have to get off. We've already been here with you all for like 30 minutes. It
Yes.
might be more. So, I am going to be watching those Bears. I'm sure all of you are. Hopefully, Fields goes out there and does his thing. Let us know what you think below about the Bears or anything that you might have questions about. Or if you're an entrepreneur and you want us to support your business, and we want to thank again James, I just have to say that we like his support. And we have to go. So take care. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.
Bye.
Wait, wait. Victoria, where is everyone going? Is everyone leaving?
Yes, Lana. The show's over.
But wait, I have more to say. Is my mic still on? Can they hear me? What if they have more questions?
Well, they can always contact us.
How? How will they reach us after this show?
If you have any questions, our contact information is on the screen. Otherwise, we'll see you again in a couple weeks.